like, oh man.
My time. All right. So the last two, I only got to do one question, so I'm determined to do better, okay? So quickly, I'm Josh. Kendall?
I'm an academic advisor.
All right.
I'm Dean Borges. I'm the student registration coordinator.
All right.
I'm Lakeisha Allen.
Lakeisha.
I'm a student alumni.
Student alumni, okay.
I'm Lily. I'm the AmeriCorps member.
Oh, AmeriCorps. Awesome.
Student support.
All right. Great. All right, so you have questions for me? Is that how we doing this? All right, fire away. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
How do you decide which issues to prioritize in your legislative agenda?
Okay, so I'm an Undersecretary at the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development. I used to be in the legislature for 10 years. I'm not there anymore, so I'll leave it to the legislators to decide that. But we focus entirely on labor and workforce development, which obviously overlaps quite a bit with what you do here, Urban College, because you're, community college, really preparing students for the workforce, right? So we do all kinds of different policies, from apprenticeship. We run the Mass Higher Career Centers. We do vision of labor standards, unemployment assistance if you happen to unfortunately need that. We provide that safety net. Really the gamut of different services across the labor and workforce development spectrum. So it's my short answer.
What are you doing for not students, but youth that are dealing with like criminal?
So we have reentry programs for people who are formerly doing a period of incarceration, coming out, trying to get back into the workforce. We have reentry funding that we do through Commonwealth Corporation. I can give you a quick example. I went and visited a diesel mechanic program that was being run with students. They weren't students; they were all different ages who would all come out of the House of Correction, and were learning diesel mechanic skills because they pay really well. You can make like $70,000 out of the box, learning that. That's just one example. So we definitely do that. We also do Youth Works, which is the program for 16 to 24-year-olds in Boston and all urban areas around the state. We fund summer jobs. I don't know if you guys
Works with
maybe
the office of, or the mayor's office.
Yeah, they do a ton.
Yeah. The summer learning or last summer.
That's exactly right. Youth Works program. All right, look, we're on TV there. All right, so next question.
Are you recording?
Well, you're not on live yet. You're just on regular.
Oh, I'm just on recording.
I didn't put you on live just in case we say something that we
Did
don't.
they say something wrong? Can you edit me out?
I can edit all of us out.
All right, I'll try to do my best. Okay, don't hold me to it.
Yeah, but for the youth, that's good. What is Youth Works though? You heard of that?
Youth Works. So the legislature funds. We're grateful for the legislature's funding of Youth Works, which we then distribute grants to a whole range of different. The city of Boston gets funding. Different private grant foundations do funding. So it's all about youth jobs. Jobs for youth from 16. We just used to be up to 21. We expanded it out to 25. It's all about getting people job experience, getting them career ready, so when they're done with Urban College or wherever their next step is, they're ready to enter the workforce and have those skills and networking to be successful. So It's a pretty big program.
We just need so much more going on with all the violence. There's a lot of violence.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Certainly,
I know,
it's
right?
not our
We
wheelhouse,
can't
but we
do
definitely
anything
want to help
about it.
people with that sort of step to help get them to a career that they can lead to prosperity and have
That mechanic thing for the re-entry, that is nice.
Yeah, that's just
That
one
is really
example.
nice.
There's Urban College could apply to ComCore and set up a program in that if they wanted to. If there was an identified need, like maybe there's a particular occupation where you're hearing a lot of employers really are having trouble filling this particular pathway. Maybe that's one you could think
You
about.
would be able to do that?
But I think it's really listening to the employers, because they're the ones who are looking to fill jobs, and making sure we're preparing our students for the jobs that our employers are looking for help. That's the
Who do
biggest
you
thing.
connect with, when you need to know, what's the workforce needs? Who has that information?
So I would say our Mass Hire centers, our Department of Career Services, our regional Mass Hire workforce boards are really a great resource. So they're there for job seekers, but also for employers. So if you're a local employer trying to find talent, you can go to your local Mass Hire Center, just as if you're a student or someone who maybe is unemployed or looking for changing careers, you can go to your local Mass Hire Career Center to get the resources. It could be basic things like just formatting a resume, or it could be really, other advanced
One of the
upskilling
tensions,
things.
I think, the tension between the workforce development and setting students up for further academic, because we don't want to necessarily only prepare students to be early educators and know that that's not necessarily a tenable long-term career for people with big
We need early educators, though.
Yeah,
There's a big demand.
So it's like, so then we need to pay them more, right? So that's like the because we're in that struggle of like we can prepare people for these careers, but like they need to be high-paying careers.
Yeah, well, think about, there's other kinds of career pathways like cybersecurity, where, that are perhaps higher paying, that there's a lot of demand for. We're seeing now with AI, there's brand new jobs that I've never heard of that are now being created because of AI technology that employers are looking for. And so, whatever, those are just a couple examples, but, wherever the spectrum and sort of the sweet spot for urban college, based on sort of the expertise that you have with your faculty and the partnerships that you have with employers, kind of leverage that and find those things. And the last thing I'd say is we have a Department of Economic Research, and all they do is research things, and they have a lot of data, so they can tell you what region of the state, what are the high growth occupations in this particular region. So that's one other way you can go.
The Department of Economic and Development.
DER, Department of Economic Research. So I'm sorry, we did better than my last table. We got to more. I don't know if we got to it all, but it's nice to meet you guys. And so, Kristen works with me and does a lot of apprenticeship. So ask her some tough apprenticeship questions, okay?
Hi, nice to meet you.